Hello and welcome back to the Great British Shitcom, the show in which we watch some essentially forgotten sitcom classics to see if it's to the test of time. I'm Mark and this is Chris Wood.
Hello.
This is Chris Jones.
That's right,
We're
bitch.
watching Heidi High today.
High energy today, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, I thought I'd get that right as quickly as I could.
I haven't done any research on this.
Great start. First up, what do we normally do? It's all fallen. Wood, you won the last one.
Yep.
And you chose Heidi High for this one.
Christ, yeah.
Any reason for that?
I thought it'd really and I think Chris Jones didn't want to watch it. For some reason, don't know why. Don't know what he's got against it.
I'm scared of heights.
Or is this series 1 episode 6, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Just I don't know. It's a sitcom that happens. I'm aware of it. No, on the list of ones, it looked like the least offensive one that I wasn't going to literally ruin my Sunday watching.
Okay. After on the buses.
Yeah.
James, what do you know of Heidi High?
Sue Pollard's in it.
Yep.
Penny Crayon, that's what I call her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know. It's a holiday camp, and I think I know what they wear because I went to a fancy dress party once. And
Dressed as Sue Pollard?
yes, I was asked to leave. No, but the demographic of the party was a bit older because it's one of my brother's friends and my brother's old. And one of them was dressed up as a Heidi High. Him and his partner, I think, were dressed up as a Heidi High characters. And when I left the party, he was thrown up in the front garden.
Nice.
So I think they're both divorced now. So
Body.
What?
Hmm?
What did you say?
I said, was it Heidi High that did it?
Yeah, I think so. Often do that. Mark, what do you know about it?
I know that on the Tannoy thing they do like Heidi High campers.
Public address system.
Yep.
Tannoy brand name.
Yep. They do the Heidi High campers. Starting a holiday camp. I think they wear yellow coats in this. And
Are you going to remember what that stands for? Because you obviously don't know what pontins and butlins wear, do you?
No, I've covered this twice now. I don't remember what colours they wear. What does what stand for? Yellow? What's the question?
I don't know. I was just trying to bring up the fact that you don't know what butlins
and
pontins colours are.
Yeah, butlins don't wear blue. They wear red.
Yep.
Pontins, they wear...
Don't wear red, they wear blue.
Okay. No alliteration.
No. Pontins... Butlins are bright red, whereas pontins are pretty blue.
Yes. If you listen to my other podcast, The Great British History, which isn't out yet, you'll find out that information is incorrect.
It's actually a lot better and more put together than this podcast, to be honest.
Oh, thanks, mate.
That's all right. It's just like he actually tries on that one. Like he speaks properly. He sounds like someone who isn't damaged.
Almost as if I'm not challenged against two men that talk over me all the time.
Well, I'm not bringing a podcast yet, so don't worry about it.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Series premise for this one. The comic goings on in this series set in an English holiday camp called Maplins. The title comes from the camp's greeting, which the staff are meant to say with enthusiasm, but all too often the camp guests are the last thing on their minds.
Every time.
I blinked reading the A and the O.
Fucking hell.
How long will that blink? Sorry, I had an 8-hour blink last night.
Audio book of like anything, just like literally, just like whole chapters, just like literally. It's something wrong with the mic. No, it just blinks through words. It sounds like someone's having a breakdown. Harry Potter and the Stone. Straight away.
It's not quite as mystical, is it?
Not quite as mystical. That's amazing reading. And like, you don't missing out words when you blink. I wasn't even with those letters. Like,
It was a single letter, yeah.
Single letter.
So Ted's the comp comic, but is always on the lookout
for one by one.
For a way.
Sorry,
That's all right.
Just talking over you.
That's all right. I'm used to it. It's fine.
Go on, sorry.
It's okay. So he's the camp comic, but is always set on the lookout for a way to make money. Gladys, her eye on the boss, and Peggy wants to swap her mop and cleaner's outfit for a yellow coat. This series is written by David Croft. David Croft co-wrote Hello Hello, Dad's Army, and Are You Being Served? And Jimmy Perry wrote Dad's Army, It Ain't Our Fault Mum, and The Gnomes of Dulwich, whatever that is.
The what of that?
Gnomes of Dulwich. I don't quite know where I put that in there.
What, gnomes in...
Yeah, GNOMES.
I used to live in Dulwich.
Gnomes as in like the surname. Could be. I don't know.
Well, maybe it is. Maybe
I did say that as a ridiculous thing, and I thought actually could.
Yeah, that's probably. And the sad thing is, you're probably right. That's probably like a pun, isn't it?
Gnomes.
Ian Gnome.
Yeah, maybe.
I used to live in Dulwich.
Yeah.
Didn't see any gnomes.
Well, too small, I suppose.
So it's a good rap sheet, isn't it? Dad's Army. That's sort of
some big names in this. Yeah, Hello Hello as well. Are You Being Served?
Dad's Army sort of held its esteem quite well. People, you know what I mean. They remade it. They did a recent film of it a few years ago, didn't they?
They also
haven't seen it, but
no, me neither. But they also recently made 3 scripts that they found. They remade the episodes of them. They were like they found the scripts and remade them with I think the same cast from the film maybe. So it was quite a nice tribute to the films from the TV series. Sorry.
About Bab's Army in it, and Barbara Windsor plays Captain Mannering, and her bra flies off. Bab's Army.
What was that thing?
I was just thinking of ideas. I'm just brainstorming.
Oh, sorry.
Like Crab's Army, it's just crustaceans.
Yeah, Stupid Boy Pike. Would that still work?
It's a fish. Yeah, it works.
Okay.
He's all walk sideways.
Yeah.
Just Dad's Army. It's got 4 arms. Crab's Army. Sounds like a night out in Watford.
That's my new hometown.
Too much.
No.
What are we talking about? Just puns on Dad's Army. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
I'm trying to get some.
Trying to get some jokes.
Quick fire.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think people tune in to listen to Mark read out IMDb every week.
What is this rating?
6.5.
6.7 for the rating.
Cheated as well. It came up on 6.5.
That's less than
on IMDb.
On the buses.
Look, is that his overall rating?
Oh, go into it though.
I don't want to.
There's a few people been watching it recently and gone, no, actually, it's not the test.
Goes to the independent adjudicator. 6.7.
VAR. Yeah, it's a 6.5.
Oh wow, it's all changed since I last did this.
What? So this is 6.5 overall.
Yep.
So technically, this is
It's
supposedly going to be worse than.
It's gone down 0.2.
Worse than on the buses.
Yeah.
What was Badil syndrome again?
6.3, I think, wasn't it?
So it's slightly better than Badil syndrome.
I think it was. I'm not certain.
I'm confident it will probably reach that.
I think this will be okay. This one. I've got.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be right. Pollard's in it.
Yeah,
I think it was Penny Crayon. That was good, wasn't it? Penny Crayon.
Yeah, I like
mean,
that.
this has got to be something where you've probably got more scope for stuff to happen, haven't you? Like a holiday camp, because then you've not just got like the cast, you've got like guests, you've got a lot more things happening in a holiday camp.
I think the humour will be different as well.
Yeah.
It was more recent, isn't it? When was this? 80s?
So there was 9 series, 58 episodes, and it aired between 1980 and 1988.
Bloody hell.
So this starred Paul Shane, who was in You Rang My Lord, Ruth Maddock, who was in Fiddler on the Roof, Jeffrey Holland, who was also in You Rang My Lord, Felix Brownus, You Rang My Lord, and Sue Pollard, also in You Rang My Lord, and the voice of Penny Crayon. I don't know what You Rang My Lord is. I probably should have done that research, to be honest.
Oh, God.
Do you guys know what the theme tune is for this?
No.
I don't know. I'm assuming it's good chat. Yeah, and I'm on the sitcom.
Best interview. Do you know? No. Do you know? No. I don't know.
Well, I'm assuming it would be.
What's quick show over? What's that? It wasn't a millionaire. Oh, I thought. I was hoping you would know.
Chill it after the break. Don't know.
Oh, so you didn't ask the audience. Is anyone in the audience though? No.
I've got no signal now. I can't even look. Sorry.
Producing my. Oh, we don't know either. Bit of our question, really.
Tarrant.
Someone's took the answers.
No, seriously, who doesn't want to be a millionaire? Because
just say yes. We'll go for it now. We've already wasted half hour on the first question.
You've still got it wrong. Because the question is, who wants to be a millionaire? And you say yes. Oh, that's a lot.
Grammatically incorrect.
So close. fallen at the first hurdle. Should have phoned a friend. Hi, Ian. Oh, hi. Who was Millionaire? Oh, yeah. The producer mentioned that. How you doing? First round. Funny. All right.
Very funny. So the theme sheet, I'm assuming, is that sort of like the song Heidi Hi.
Well, you just assume the whole episode.
There's the song Heidi Hi.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, look, Heidi Hi, holy, that one. I'm assuming.
That song?
Fuck off.
That's a guess.
Why the fuck off?
Because it wouldn't be that.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because that's deranged. I just can't imagine it being like that.
Okay, well that's my assumption. We're all out of guess.
I guess it's gonna be some sort of
'Cause
like
it's an existing
trombone
song.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they use existing songs for theme tunes, like the stupid Brushstrokes one. That had a song, didn't it? That was like
Yeah.
That was.
It was an existing song. What's it called? Fast Show.
Better than Feather as well. Yeah.
What a look. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Fine. Yeah. All right. Maybe it's Heidi,
Well,
Heidi,
we'll put
Heidi,
that bit on
Heidi,
it.
Heidi. I'll be really annoyed if it is.
Good. Can't wait. Do you want to have a guess as to what this episode's about? It's called Charity Begins at Home.
Fundraising. They're doing wacky, funny things for charity.
Good. Okay. Should we just go straight into it then?
Or someone has a baby called Charity.
Yep. When it's born at
And it was
home.
born at home.
Charity begins at home.
Bit existential.
I'm pretty excited about watching this. I'm not gonna lie.
I can tell. All right. Well, I'm. Yeah.
So this is going to be like a holiday camp. Has anyone ever stayed? Have we all stayed in holiday?
Yes, we have, guys.
Yeah, we have. Not. We have together as well, actually, haven't we? We went once.
Haven, yeah. Threw up out the window. I didn't feel well.
Did you?
Yeah. I drank loads of Jägermeister. I threw up.
No, it wasn't like a fond childhood memory then, was it?
No.
Drink it down. You're not going to bed till that's gone.
Right, aftershock now. Yeah, that was good.
I used to go lots of kids, like Haven.
Yeah, same.
Stay in a little caravan, little chalet.
Pontins. Yeah, I used to go to Pontins, those little camper sands.
Yeah, comes down standard. Yeah.
We went to a like a I don't know, like a non-denominational camp. Like it wasn't Butlins or Pontins, whatever. With it was quite. No, it's about 10 years ago or so. We went with my brother and his child, and my mum, and a little clubhouse. Magician on there. He was struggling a bit, and then I don't know what the trick was, but he basically set himself on fire. Yeah, he set his shirt, front of his shirt on fire, and he sort of had to like dab it off.
Oh god.
Yeah, but that was the most reaction he got out of the crowd. Like, it's just a man on fire. That's about it, really. I spilled a pint of lemonade on my mum by accident. She was annoyed.
I bet.
Should have spilled it on the magician. That would have helped.
Yeah. I went to countless different theme parks over the holiday parks over the years. Yeah, none of them silly fun. I have memories of like went to one, stayed in a caravan, and there's like one like master room for my parents and like one bedroom.
Master room.
Master bedroom.
4 folks bed.
And one like kids bedroom, and then the other room was like you had to sleep out where the sofa bits were. And it was clearly my mum and dad had like no money, so we just got like the cheapest caravan we could find. Because when we went into the kids room, no lie at all, like cobwebs in the corner, you could see spiders from walking in the room.
Yeah, that's a caravan. Caravans are outside, aren't they? You can't stop them coming in.
No, but like it was like no, you know when like a kid has died and they've left like the room in a house and they've not like
It's a shrine, yeah.
it's been like, left as a shrine, and you open the room again and you see it.
Right.
It was like that. We'd gone in there, and I remember the woman that was showing us around the caravan being like, "Oh, and don't you two argue over which one's going to get this room." And like me and my like 6 or 7-year-old brother at the time would have been like, neither of us would want to sleep.
Would have
in
been
this
like,
room.
do you know when kids died? And,
Yeah.
This is a shrine, 21.
It looked horrendous.
At the end of the trip, though, the funny thing is, you mentioned it to friends, and they were like, "The holiday camp that burnt down years ago."
You didn't stay in caravan number 6660, did you?
Also on that same trip, like I said about my brother and that, and one day he got sunstroke, my brother, and I was awoken in the middle of the night to him violently vomiting in the toilet. You know how like thin the walls are in a caravan?
Yeah.
Because of the sunstroke, it was just like, oh, throwing up in the toilet.
Oh, lovely.
That's probably the highlight.
Beautiful.
Anyway, a couple of people got burnt on the holiday. Magician Paul.
Yep.
So that's our experience of our holiday camps.
Yeah, oh, that's quite good. Good memories of holiday camps, really.
I just said them.
I used to go like all cousins and stuff. So I used to go with like aunts, uncles, both like on my mum's side. So it's like a load of kids and just running around. Because when you're a kid, running around's fun, isn't it? Now it's fucking pain in the arse,
so you pay money to do it in a gym.
Yeah.
How much that is.
Okay.
Should we go and watch some Heidi Ho?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Cool. All right. Charity Begins at Home, Series 1, Episode 6 of Heidi Ho.
Heidi ho. Heidi ho. Markers in the mark. Come on, Mark.
What did we watch? Series 1, Episode 6 of...
Episode 5.
Episode 5.
We told everyone to watch Episode 6 and then it's Episode 5 straight
Was
away.
it the first series, that?
It was the first series, yeah.
Pretty good.
Charity Begins at Home.
It's true.
If I'm honest, I've had so much pizza that I was falling asleep through that. It wasn't terrible, was it?
No, it wasn't bad. It wasn't as bad as
I thought it was alright.
some other stuff we watched. It was alright, wasn't it?
I had a structure, I had a story. It had like that classic trope of, we just need this amount of money to get away and do this.
No,
And then the people have inexplicably just also won the exact same amount of
Getting
money.
ahead of yourself and start from the beginning.
What's that?
You get ahead of yourself, start from the beginning.
Oh, you start.
Heidi ho. Let's all to the holiday rock. So, the theme tune was some classic 50s rock and roll. Because it's pertinent to the time.
Yes.
Because it was set in the 50s, wasn't it? Or the 60s or whatever.
Was it? No,
I don't think it was.
It was filmed during the 80s, but it was set.
Was it?
The holiday camp was set during the...
1980s.
That's why that Paul Shane was like a teddy boy.
Yeah, but that could have been how people looked in the 80s, wasn't it? Having like
Still
a
had a
little
teddy
bit
boy
of
look.
hair, like he would have been alive in the 50s. So someone in the 80s who grew up in the 50s, he might have been an aging guy trying to cling on to his youth.
I looked at Wikipedia. It was set during the 50s or 60s.
Right, sorry, I didn't know he had knowledge.
And the music, and like they had
Oh, sorry, I don't release any music.
the beginning that had a montage of stuff that happened in the 50s and that Ban the Bomb and all that, or the 60s. Whatever.
Oh, yeah. Ban the Bomb. I saw that.
So I can't remember how it started, but basically the gist of the story was that Paul Shane, what's his name in the show?
Ted,
who's Teddy Boy, yeah, and the other lads set up a little scam to get money from the campers under the pretense of it being a charity, or like if you weren't smiling, you'd have to smirk. If you weren't smiling, you had to give some money, and he was going to keep the money, but telling everyone it was for a charity.
it was to pay off his ex-wife, wasn't it?
To pay for his ex-wife, because women troubles.
Mm-hmm.
Subsequently, it turned out that there were an old couple of campers that were there, that were, I don't know if he was the actor playing it that way, or he was just like someone who
It's just someone who
was an
wandered
amateur.
on that day, and they said, "Just have to give him some lines.
Yeah,
Tell us a sad story about something that's happened to you recently."
Yeah.
And he just
without
reeled
blinking.
that off without being rude.
It turns out that they were going to go to their daughter's wedding in Canada, but were burgled, and it was entirely the fault of his wife because she put it in the teapot, the money in the teapot.
Mhm.
And they said, I said at the time it was a daft idea.
It's a mad thing, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, and then she like brewed up the tea and drank it.
That's an old person's thing, isn't it? Do you keep your cash anywhere, like stored at home? Don't really deal with cash nowadays, do you? So much.
No.
Like
I
you don't
don't
have
know
like a
at
big
all.
stash of cash at home, do you?
I do have those big water
Tell us
bottles.
what.
What's the combination?
We write it down there, Chris.
in offices
What
you
do
get
you
the
have?
water tankards, where you like But
What,
you fill
water
up.
cooler?
Yeah, water cooler. Yeah, one of them. Tankers. Sorry, water cooler.
Full of mead.
Grog. Sorry. All right. Anyway.
I've got an empty one of them in my room. That's
full
just
of doubloons
Oh, like
or
a coin. Like
Yeah,
a
it's
big
just some coins in
collection.
that,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah.
coin collection, but
Like
it's
coppers
not
and
like but that was a pretty common thing, wasn't it? People had like
Stashed in the mattress
the
and
cash because obviously it wasn't cards and stuff that to the extent there was today, and like online banking and stuff. Obviously not. No, but I'm saying that now, like if you were looking at from today's thing, like having a big stash of like cash, like hundreds of pounds in the biscuit tin, unless you're on the tank, or like cash in hand, like keeping it out of the taxman's pocket.
Yeah, and as we know, the cash machine wasn't invented until like 10 years later, according to this TV program, when Reg Varney used it for the first time, as we learnt it on the buses. So a call back there.
Yeah, so loads of cash in like the biscuit tin or the pot. It was it's like an old person thing, isn't it? Under the mattress.
So
That's where I
yeah.
found it.
So as it turns out, Ted had a change of heart, and they paid for their ticket.
Well, so before that, he put money on a horse race, didn't he?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Called Artful Dodger, and that horse came in at 33-1, I think it was.
Which is weird. It's quite a little coincidence there that he had some women troubles. He needed to pay off money. Women trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Women trouble was a late 90s single by the Artful Dodger.
What?
Yeah. I feel fantastic and fantastically astounded. How a girl can really lose her brain.
Is that called Women Troubles?
Women in trouble. Women in trouble. Women. Featuring Dane Bowers, I think.
What's he up to now?
He's got like a bathroom company, I think.
Really?
Yeah, Dane Bowers Showers.
Oh, I shouldn't have asked, should I? There was sort of a side story of the campers was nicking like sheets. I assume bathroom stuff as well.
Sheets, bathroom stuff.
Well, I couldn't work out like
Dane Bowers furious.
I understood like stealing like bath soaps and that because who doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
But sheets.
But it's just, austerity era. People didn't have that money back then.
I'd say people did, didn't they? You hear people steal like towels and stuff, don't you? And like,
No.
there's like, what?
No.
I thought it's a common thing.
Is that why all your towels in your bathroom say travel a lot, surely?
That's why I don't wash them. I just leave them in the bath. No, but that's the thing. You do like. I'm sure like anything like hotel based, like people, they steal the towels, steal the things like that, like bits and pieces, don't they?
Just sheets was a weird one, I thought.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought bed sheets, but then, but I don't know whether that's just like I wouldn't have thought that they were going to be particularly stealable sheets.
I don't know what the quality of the sheets on the campsite
No,
are.
but that's the thing. If they were like amazing quality sheets, yeah, fine, you'd be like.
They may well be. Maybe they're irresistible. Egyptian cotton sheets.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, exactly. I'd like some
Fucking getting it
context there, couldn't I?
Well, I always thought that
What sort of tog are we speaking about?
It was quite a good story, but I don't understand that 10 minutes with them meticulously explaining the.
It's all great in the machine. There's a real big setup with them touring an Egyptian cotton.
Wasn't a single
farm.
joke in that section. It was quite interesting, but
It's just a documentary on cotton production.
a lot of close-ups of the sheet. Look at that fibre. Look at that.
And then
Look
the
at
paper.
that. Look at that weave.
I always thought that like holiday beds were slightly thinner than normal beds that you would get like.
Don't have as much purchase, do you?
The silk sheets. Slipping.
Whoa! Straight out the
Slip
outside.
inside, like out of bed, straight out the end. Yeah, that's what I think. It wouldn't have been like a sheet that you have on your bed at home.
Yeah, 'cause it
It'd
couldn't
been like
fit,
a
could
thinner
it?
sheet
Yeah,
that
exactly.
had to lie. It was more like a bed sheet, wasn't it, rather than like a duvet cover.
Well, I think even the size of the mattress. I think that like a double. I thought there was like slimmer than a double.
Like a slimmer,
Yeah.
like a holiday
Yeah, like three.
dimension sheet. Yeah, so it wouldn't have been much use.
Exactly.
No, you don't know. I suppose you don't know what these people are doing when they go home.
Or maybe they would have used it as a big sheet for a kid's bed.
Big sheet, little sheet.
Cardboard sheet.
Cardboard sheet, yeah. Just homeless.
Yep.
Terrible.
Yeah, so it's the sheet theft. That was a little subplot, wasn't it?
Didn't really go anywhere.
No.
Yeah, it didn't really go anywhere, did it? There was a big, weird, sped up section where they took all the sheets out the room.
They like raided the rooms while
But
the
then-
campers were out at breakfast.
That was
But
very.
then the camp, is that their last day then, I assume?
Yeah, I guess it was like of a Friday at the end of the week.
Yeah,
kind
Because
of
Sue
thing.
Pollard-
breakfast, then they'll go back. And
Yeah,
then
Sue Pollard said that
go.
they whip them before they leave on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
That trope of speeding up footage of people doing something, do you feel like that's a thing that's stood time? Like, is that still funny, or when do you think people stop doing that in sitcoms?
True, yeah. They did it Bottle Boys, didn't they?
They did do it in Bottle Boys.
It's just a way of quickly, like very quickly, very cheaply getting urgency to it, isn't it? Like they don't have to. What do? Just speed up the film a bit, put a bit of speedy music on it, and then that's it. It's not. They haven't really got to think about it. If they, it's like, oh, they don't want to spend too long on that, do they?
Yeah. Is that
Just quickly get it done.
still funny today? Like, you think if like it was in a sitcom of today, would it work?
Depends on what it is, doesn't it?
I can't remember the last time I saw something sped up.
Yeah, like, and the most modern thing.
It's usually used in like home decoration things like change rooms and that. That's 20 years ago. Change rooms, that's not even a recent thing. Where they just show like, you know, a
Yeah.
time lapse
No,
thing.
but even then, they
But the genre's
they tend to do it
changed.
as a time lapse and not. It tends to be like the comedy.
Everything's slow mo
Yes,
nowadays. I watched that Big Little Lies show, you know, with what's her name, Reese Witherspoon and all that in it.
Yeah.
Half of each episode was like fucking slow motion. It's like they'd filmed it all, and it's like it's only 13 minutes long. Half of it is like
What is Big Little Lies? I don't know that.
some drama thing about these birds, ladies in San Francisco or whatever, and what they get up to. One of them takes Ruth with a spoon to this island, and they're like playing pool and stuff, and they turn into donkeys, and they get shipped off on a boat. But then Reese Witherspoon gets off, and then she falls into the sea, and then a whale eats her. And then her dad comes.
Is this Pinocchio?
Oh shit! Yeah, it's sorry, yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, I was got confused. Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry.
What?
Halfway through, I'm like, I'm sure this is Pinocchio.
At which point did you realise it was Pinocchio?
Well, when I heard Donkey, I'm like, this is very similar to Pinocchio. And then you said, I don't know. Am I the only one that says, because I listened to this recently as well.
What's that from?
The Pinocchio where
What?
Jiminy Cricket is looking for him under
It's
the water. And he's trying-
Oh, right. Talking underwater. Christ. I was thinking, what fucking version of Pinocchio you watch?
Am I the only one that actually calls it Pinocchio? Because I have to now change it to Pinocchio.
Surely in
Pinocchio is
Italian
like
it would be,
Italian
yeah,
pronunciation,
Pinocchio.
Because like, I was talking about this the other day with someone, and I had to say Pinocchio because I knew that I would say Pinocchio, and they just mocked me for it.
That's pronunciation, isn't it? It's like when you like it's pronounced. It's the way they pronounce their like O's and Z's. It's like hard
Yeah,
C,
yeah.
isn't it?
Alright.
No.
Okay, you lying cunts.
It's like there's we're staying in a hotel, and it was like we'd say the hotel Archimede, but it was the Archimede because it was a different pronounce. They pronounce the C slightly different, don't they? Who?
Oh, Italians?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like you.
Fucking jocksucker.
Um,
What are we talking about?
Mental tangent
Sped
about
up.
Pinocchio.
Sped up. Pinocchio's well
I
good.
don't know.
Pinocchio's fucking brilliant. I love
Oh, it's not,
Pinocchio.
is it? Pinocchio's
Oh, what the-
shit as well, isn't it?
What?
Pinocchio's awful, isn't it?
No, it's not.
It is.
There's some bangers in it. When you wish upon a star, yeah.
No,
Give a little whistle. That's what you have to
No.
do.
don't like that. Don't like Jiminy
always
Cricket,
let
fucking
your
cricket.
conscience be a guide. It's good
No.
advice, isn't it?
I was year 6.
Not if you ain't got one.
I played Geppetto. I was Geppetto in our school production. Just saying.
Yeah, no, Pinocchio's terrible.
Oh, this is fucking bullshit. What about Dumbo?
Dumbo, no. We said Dumbo, no.
Just flip the question around. What are the best Disney films?
He's gonna say.
They were just.
They go for like Hercules, isn't it? Hercules.
Oh.
No, come on.
Beauty and
Emperor's
Beast.
New Groove.
No, I don't like that.
Nah.
Alice likes that.
Milan.
Milan, I
Let's
quite
get
like
down
Milan.
to
Yeah, that's
business
good.
and touch my chalk.
Right. You got
Hercules. Imagine
What's
who's
wrong with
whose
Hercules?
favourite Disney
I've
cartoon is
seen-
Hercules.
Never
What
seen
do you mean?
Hercules.
It's deranged.
How's
Yeah.
that deranged?
It
It's a good
is.
story. 12 like Hercules is a good Greek myth.
It's not a good. It's not well animated for a start. It's
Well, yeah, but it's
horrible.
animated in the style of like the Greek vases.
Oh,
Ulterior
Mark,
motive.
what do you like? Lady and the Tramp.
Nasty.
I wanted to kiss a dog in an alleyway. Something I can relate to.
That's why he's always got spaghetti on his name.
Kicked out of Battersea Dog's home.
Hanging out my flies.
Oh.
I don't know what my favourite is.
Good.
No, like in terms of songs, I know. Like Aladdin's got some great songs.
Yeah.
Lion King's got some great songs.
That's quite funny.
Okay, what happened in the Heidi High that we haven't covered already?
I thought it was alright. I thought the characters were quite well drawn.
Yep.
I thought the manager guy was good. He was very sort of a proto. What's his name? Hugh Grant sort of character.
I thought he could have been.
I suppose that.
Like Hugh Grant would play him in the Hollywood remake of Heidi High.
Yeah.
Colin Firth.
Colin Firth's a bit more suave. He's not as like bumbling as you know.
So he played the dancer bloke.
Sid the King.
Maybe.
I want to get casting down. The character's good. I didn't think it was. Yeah, it was good.
There was no one particularly like strict in this, was there? Like you had the is it the no, not the major.
Talking about?
In Are You Being Served? Is it Captain Peacock?
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like he's got that sort of strictness to him, but there was no one like that in this. Yeah,
but
exactly.
He was strict and bumbling, wasn't he? So
No,
I
I
suppose
think
that
that
guy
was,
would have taken the point of that. Like he was quite strict, wasn't he? Because he brought him in to have a talking to, but then he was also quite.
But he was sort of tricked around with Ted's like charm almost.
Yeah, and then he got into the I suppose the silly bit of it with the sped up getting in and getting the sheets out. Wasn't
Yeah, he's happy to get his hands dirty and get involved with the stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But then what's her name? The Welsh one. She held a bit of authority as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Is she Welsh?
I think she was. I don't know if she actually is or was supposed to.
I looked
be.
it up. Like she was born in England, but then she lived with her maternal grandmother who is Welsh. So I'm not sure. Yeah. Ruth Maddock tattoo there.
Top fan on the. He's got what's he got under it? Tattoo yellow all over his body.
Entire body, yeah.
Simpsons fan. What? So I wasn't sure if it was a good or a bad Welsh accent. I just couldn't tell.
It felt bad.
Yeah.
But like if
the Welsh accent.
it felt bad, but at the same time, if somebody told me she was Welsh, I'd go, "Oh, okay," and believe them. Yeah, it was a really weird one. Any characters in this that you didn't understand or didn't see the point of? Like there was that blonde woman that came in at one point to sort of
Glenda.
I didn't catch her name. Sorry.
She looked like Glenda.
Looked like a Glenda. What a sentence. Yeah, to say for the boss to come out to see. I don't fucking know. Went in the room. Ted, maybe. Someone come in the room and said, "I'll come outside," and I didn't really get the role of her.
Don't know, just like receptionist.
Just supporting yellow tape.
Support. The old bloke. Who's the old bloke who was in the suit who came out in the morning when she was doing a little happy song?
He
did the Punch and Judy stuff. Yeah.
Oh, was it? Christ.
Yeah, it shot off, and everyone laughed at that. He got a big laugh for that.
Yeah.
He did the classic.
Grumpy old man, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Like he did a bit with Blue Raspberry and done Two Fingers.
Yeah, classic.
Up. Yeah. I don't think the Two Fingers gesture is used enough anymore. Like that's not. It's become less of a swear now. It's more.
Flipping the birds.
Lost its kick after Agincourt with maybe Arch.
That was his high point.
Flipping it into the French.
I think the modern British hand signal is the wanker sign. I think.
Is it?
I think that's the modern British.
Modern. I wouldn't say modern.
Who's doing that though?
Yeah, I wouldn't say modern.
I don't know. Yeah, but the Two Fingers is very much like, from, let's say, 1940 to about 1990. It's Two Fingers.
I enjoy the
1990s.
It got a bit of a resurgence in Britpop, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oasis doing it.
Yeah, I feel like most people will be doing the one finger now, the middle finger. I'm trying to bring back the thumbs up. I think that's quite
it's not as offensive. Oh, you go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Stop trying to pick me up with traffic. I think the middle finger, probably most offensive, most commonly used. Two fingers, not enough for me, not enough used. Wanker symbol, don't really see that anywhere.
If you go to watch a football match, you see it quite a lot.
Oh yeah, football match. Yeah,
there's nothing I like more than watching a televised football game. With the football player,
camera pans round.
When the football player runs and his momentum takes him right to the edge of the pitch to the hoarding, and he'll go like that over the hoarding, and you'll see someone lean forward and do a really fast wanker sign towards the player.
He did that. Then obviously the bloke's sob story.
Oh yeah,
they was like, you're going to go to Canada because she's.
He wasn't Asian, was he? What's that?
I'm trying to do like an old bloke. Just really monotonous. In fact, just use my voice. It's like was it two brandies? No, two
sherry for his wife.
Double brandy he wanted. He was like, then he gave a story about how they'd stolen the money, and then it left it at that. And then he came in at the end really woodenly and said, thanks for the...
Was it erect?
We got the got the tickets. Came to £395.
Mr.
You gave us 396. Here's a pound to put back in the fund.
We think Mr. Maplin's a saint. We think he should be canonised.
But like you pointed out, they've afforded 2 holidays in the space of 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, they got robbed, but they still went on holiday.
Yeah.
But then
So-
you might have already prepaid for that, because if they say book early, you usually put down either you do a deposit or you pay it in full a couple of months before you go. Something.
But they made a point of saying like, we were so happy we came back.
Logistics of Heidi High Holiday.
Yeah, well, it's all correct. So they made a point of saying they made us so happy that we decided to come back.
They came back the year before, yeah.
Well,
So they went the year before.
No, it was 2 weeks
It'd been
ago.
2 weeks.
Oh, was
before.
it? Oh,
Yeah,
it'd
yeah.
been 2 weeks before.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they came back.
Well, I reckon-
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, don't
2
you
weeks later.
recognise me?" And the woman was like, "Oh yeah, you were here 2 weeks
Oh,
ago."
I thought it was like.
Because I thought it was like, I
Because
don't know who you
earlier.
are.
They came here to cheer
No.
themselves up because they got robbed.
Oh, what? So, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so
We
cheer
had-
themselves up from having no money.
we
They
had a
spent
bit-
more
we had
money.
a bit of bad luck. Well, looking at the fucking state of the place, it wouldn't cost a lot to go there, would it?
Well,
But it turns out at the end that he's a con man going around all the con camps doing that.
Yeah, drinking all the double
tickets.
sherries.
You gave a pound back. Con man wouldn't give a pound back, would he?
Yeah, but that's-
it's long.
yeah,
I
wouldn't
think
suspect them,
a
would
clever
they?
one would. A clever one would. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
As always, good robbers say, always leave a victim a pound. Yeah, I thought it was alright. I thought, what do we... Oh yeah, the bit that's probably the better joke of the episode, I think, was when Sue Pollard, the cleaner...
Oh yeah.
I don't know what her name was in the show. Sue...
Her name
Polly.
Polly. Was it Polly?
I don't know because her name's Pollard. Polly Pollard. Anyway, she goes into the manager's office
Peggy.
and she's like, "Oh, I want to become a red coat." And she shows her legs at first.
Red coat.
Fuck! I've done a winter.
Yellow coat.
Yeah, she just they don't work in pontins. Yeah, that's right. Fuck you. 'Cause it's red.
Pontins?
Yeah, because it's blue. You would have got it wrong.
Oh, I see. You would. Yeah.
So it's just having a go. Anyway, so then
okay.
takes her jacket off. She's got a red coat on. Oh
Yellow.
shit!
No,
She's
she's
got anything
got the
on. She's
white,
just a
the
sailor.
white uniform,
Oh,
but
it's a
she hasn't
clean
got the
uniform.
yellow
It's a clean
jacket on
uniform.
top.
She does a whole routine. It's like a quite extensive routine.
But she's
She
singing,
grabs
yeah.
the phones on the desk. She picks it up and uses it as a microphone. She's singing, and I think as the longer it goes on, like she starts singing like a croon in the song, and the longer it goes on, like the funnier it becomes, is because like she's properly seeing it through, and the guy's just watching, like sort of aghast, shocked. And then the Welsh, what's that? Ruth Maddock comes in and pulls her out, and then he's like, "Well," puts on the phone and he's like, "Oh no, sorry, that was just okay, bye." And then so it turns out the joke is the punchline is
Someone was on the phone the whole time.
listen to Pollard bellowing because she was proper loud. There's one point where it like distorted the microphone when she was shouting. That's classic Pollard.
Yeah.
And then, but the thing is, like, even if she wants to be a yellow jacket or yellow coat, whatever,
Jacket.
jacket is a funny word, isn't it? All she'd have to do is just draw it on the wall, and it would have become real.
Oh, Penny Crayon reference.
So I don't know why she didn't
It's
do
a
that.
good cartoon, Penny Crayon.
It is good, yeah.
So like basically the premise of it was that she'd draw like something with probably a crown, but anything she wishes. And I don't know, she draws anything that you wish and it'll come to life. So like name something, anything you want.
Come on.
Mince pie.
Mince pie. So with something, she'll draw it on the wall and a mince pie will come to life and it'll be real.
What a waste. Wait, are you sure that's your last wish?
It's not Make-A-Wish Foundation.
It's mid-July. I can't get them.
He's in the cave with the genie. The cave is full of mince pies. I
Can't
cannot
shift these.
I cannot stress this enough. Full of mince pies. No, my third and final wish is again mince pies. The first wish for an infinite amount of mince pies. You understand that, Chris?
Yeah, you've got to think about it. It's a perfect wish, really, because if you had unlimited mince pies, then you just sell them, and that's business. Profit.
That's how Mr. Kipling got
It's not
started.
cost you anything,
That's how Kipling
that
got.
was Mr. Kipling's wish, wasn't it?
He got a magic lamp. This is an exceedingly good lamp.
What's your wish?
Good lump.
Exceedingly good cakes.
Gone into a doctor. Well, it is a tumour, but it is exceedingly good.
It's inoperable, but
Exceedingly good. So much so you
the
can't
doctor's
get rid of
like, well, it depends what you think is good. I mean,
it's good. It's good.
it's a textbook example of a cancerous
cancerous.
inoperable tumour, but
doing its job.
yeah, I will have a mince pie. Thank you.
Got loads.
Yeah.
Didn't cost me anything. Pure profit.
I'll wash my hands before I. eat that because I've been fiddling around with your sack. Ian Kipling. That's about it, really. I think we covered everything. Ian McShane, not Ian McShane. Paul Shane has got.
Ian McShane. It's not definitely not Ian McShane.
He's got a bit of an uneven moustache. It upset me.
Did he?
Yeah, it was all sort of tufted a bit. Right? I was like, just straighten it out a bit.
It's scraggly when he's a bit scraggly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was the
Would it stand the test of time? Like, could they make that shot for shot exactly as it is today?
Well, the equivalent today would be. Sorry to you about to say something, but like
right.
it would be. Imagine it would be having a sitcom now about I don't know Pontins in like the early 90s, wouldn't it?
Oh, okay. So looking at the time, yeah, I suppose because it was a bit of a time.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, it would stand the test of time. It would just update the references. That all the stuff would change. The format would be the same because we still have holiday parks now. You just maybe have like a few more like lads weekends.
Yeah, definitely.
You'd have to update the. Yeah, you just update it, wouldn't you? I think it'd still work as a holiday.
Theme tunes would be like house music.
Plenty of holidays.
So yes, then. In short.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right. Anything else you guys want to cover on Heidi High? I think we seem like we're in agreement that it does stand the test of time.
Yeah, it was right. Yeah.
All right then. Well, unfortunately, so joke of the week. Actually, now we got that. That was Sue Pollard singing on the telephone. Turns out someone on the telephone using it as a microphone. Unfortunately, no YouTube comments this week because it was on Daily Motion. We saw this episode.
I can do it for you. Look, Sue Pollard, legend. It's just so funny. Check out Penny Crayon if you can.
Whoa!
Ian Moore, 1954. Oh, great comedy. Not like nowadays.
It's over here.
Not like nowadays, isn't it? All the politically correct comedies, nothing like this. Like the good old days in the comedy in the 80s. All that's spelt wrong, obviously. Paul Parker, 1972.
Look at those short shorts.
Yeah, look at those short shorts. Ruth Maddox, sure is buxom. All right,
it's beautiful.
That was the YouTube comments. What are we doing now? Got a game?
Should we go into the game?
Yeah, holla.
Blacked out, run down, too old to save. 1 foot in the
game.
I feel like this one will work in Wood's favour.
Right.
This game's called Lady Pie.
Right.
So from a list of pies, tarts and flans, tell me which is a pie and which is a lie.
Okay.
Yeah? So pie or lie?
I like pie.
Do you like lies?
No,
No, nor do I.
Good save.
definitely not.
Was he telling the truth there though?
Well, am I?
So
Before we get into this, you're not going to go any like ridiculous like pie like 3.14.
I'm not going to go like.
I thought that.
No,
I was worried.
I was going to go with apple and then think, oh no, it's a crumble, but I decided not to.
What?
Can have a pie.
Apple crumble, apple pie.
That's not a pie. It's the clues in the name, isn't it?
That's what, basically, I would have just
I was
said
going to say what apple.
apple, and then you would have gone lie, and I would have gone, oh, no, it's a pie because it's apple pie.
That's mad.
That's why I decided not to do it.
Oh, good.
I kept it to more normal ones. Anyway, so Wood.
The wrong person
So wait, when you
organising
say
these games.
pie, you're also saying like tarts and flans.
I supposed to be calling names.
Because pie technically has got like a covering lid.
What? Oh, I don't.
Like, whereas a flan could be like open.
Yeah, that's a flan.
In a tart case.
In a
and
casing,
like a pastry
yeah.
case.
It needs to have a lid to be a pie.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're saying?
Pie.
It has to be a pie.
Yeah.
It can't
Otherwise,
be,
it's
it
a
can't
lie.
Be a tart or a flan.
Yeah. So if it's a pie, you say pie.
Right.
If it's a tart or a flan,
What about a
It's a
lattice?
lie.
It's
What
a
about
lie.
fruit
Right.
lattice?
Okay. Fine. There we
What about
go.
like a lattice?
Lattice is a pie top, isn't it? So obviously, don't.
No, but sometimes you get a lattice where like the filling is showing through the holes in the
but it's
lattice.
a pie.
well,
Still pie.
they might not come up because
it's
let us
like-
find out.
That's
good.
The type of pie.
So Wood, you
Forget
won
what that-
last
what that might give
time.
you.
Okay, I will.
Would you like to go first or second?
I don't know. Let's go first.
Okay. So Wood, aloo, is that pie or lie?
Aloo.
How's it
Aloo.
spelled?
ALOO.
ALOO. Aloo. Unless it's a lie.
So pie. This soft and fried pastry is a
And
variant
spinach.
of the samosa made from flour and water and filled with a boiled, spiced and mashed potatoes and other vegetables like green peas.
Wait, what's the spinach?
What?
Samosas, not pie.
It's similar in shape to a calzone,
Hello.
and it's
hello.
and it's usually larger than a samosa.
Pie. I'm just going to talk away.
It's not a pie, is it?
It's not a pie, is it?
Was that
When you-
Your
samosa?
game has been
When you Google these,
Debunked.
there's a whole section of Wikipedia, and this is what tells me it's a pie.
Right, but if I say to you, I'm going to have a
Cornish
could
pasty.
I don't go to a pizzeria and say, oh, so what do you want? Oh, could I have a have you got that tomato, mozzarella, and pepperoni pie? And I say a calzone. I say no, a tomato mozzarella pie, please.
So the calzone. Write down pie.
No pie, it's pie.
Right, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza.
Pie that's-
There we go. There we
that's
go.
it.
All I'm saying.
Yeah, pizza doesn't rhyme with rye though, does it?
Not the point.
That's a lyric, isn't it? You could go anywhere with song lyrics.
Yeah.
Right. Question one's wound me up. See how this game goes.
You chose to go first, so
I chose to honour the spirit of the game.
Go on then. This is
Jones, Bedfordshire clanger. Is that a pie or a lie?
Bedfordshire clanger.
Yes.
Pie is a... I'm going to say it's a lie.
It's a pie.
Fuck.
It's an elongated suet crust pie with a savoury filling at one end, meat, potatoes, and vegetables, and a sweet filling, jam or fruit, at the other end.
Oh, it's like a...
Wood, Manchester.
That's Manchester tart, so I'll say it's a lie.
It's a lie. It's a baked tart consisting of a short crust pastry shell spread with raspberry jam, covered with a custard filling, and topped with flakes of coconut and maraschino cherry.
Yep, very good.
Jones, a pasta frolla. Pasta frolla.
Lie.
It is a lie.
What is it?
It is a jam-filled tart with short crust pastry lattice.
Come on then, you fucking idiot.
Wood, pastel de nata.
Pastel de nata. Right, it's a lie.
What is it then?
Because it's a Portuguese,
Portuguese custard tart.
It is. It's a custard tart made with egg yolk, also known as a pastel de Belém.
I've been there.
Belém, due to the geographical origin.
I've been there.
Have you? What's it like?
It's pretty good, yeah, I quite liked it.
Good story.
Pastry.
Jones,
Yeah.
Shoofly. SHOOFLY.
Chiefly. Pie.
It is a pie. It is a molasses pie common to Pennsylvania and the Delaware Valley.
Yeah, I thought it would be American.
Ooh, so it's two apiece. We've not had a proper draw here before, so if it's a draw, I get to pick. This could go one of three ways. Isn't it tense? Wood. Chino.
Chino!
How are you spelling that?
Like the trouser. CHINO. I like that you've written the word down to help.
Yeah, no, but I'm looking at it because I'm thinking, where's that going to be from?
There's
Well, I assume
photograph.
that's Italian.
Oh, also, Spanish for Chinese as well.
It's a lie. It's a rectangular shaped egg dessert and is found by its elaboration between the flan and the tocinolo de cielo.
Not a lot of Italian pies.
Fun fact.
Cool.
All right, Jones, sorry, you can only draw now, and that's to help me win. So,
Yeah.
see what you do there. Vlai, which is VLAAI. Is that pie or a lie?
VLAAI.
Yes.
Vlai.
Yes.
The last one was a lie, which was a Vlai. VL. what?
AAI.
Sounds like South African or something. I'm gonna say pie.
It's a lie, unfortunately.
What is it?
It is a pie or tart
Yeah.
consisting of a pastry and a filling of either fruit or crumbled butter with sugar mix or a cooked rice and custard
Where's it
porridge.
from?
I don't know where it's from, sorry, it doesn't say.
Romania, probably, something like
So,
that. Sounds Eastern European. Or Russian.
okay, I really don't know, unfortunately. Woods, you win again. Hard life, isn't it? So, what would you like to watch next?
What's this strange world of Gurney Slade?
I really don't know. I forgot I wrote that one, to be honest.
Let's go for that then.
Strange World of Gurney Slade. Okay, well, let's find that. Strange World of Gurney Slade. Okay, so yeah, we'll be watching Strange World of Gurney Slade. It was We'll be watching Series 1, Episode 4 of that, entitled Two Men in My Life. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this episode. Thanks for... Okay.
What are we doing?
Strange World of Gurney Slade. Yeah, how'd you feel about that?
Fine, I suggested that to be on the list, so...
Did you?
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
I
gutted.
I remember nothing. Nothing about that. Well, so before we go, as I mentioned in the previous episode, I'm currently working on another podcast called The Great British History. I'm currently looking for guests for it, where I'm taking a look at births, music, films, TV, events, and deaths.
You generally want any old mentalist to come on
If
your
they
podcast?
want to come on it and talk to me, fine. I'll meet some people. If you want to promote another podcast or promote anything, let me know, and we'll see if we can.
Just desperate stuff from right now.
Yeah.
Please, hello, anyone?
Yeah,
Hello?
someone listen.
Get someone manager DFS. Got a big sale on it. Just promote that.
We'll get your money from it, but there's usually a sale on down there. If you want to
It's always
swing by.
Perpetual sale, isn't it? What?
We went in there
Yeah.
in the DFS Gallows corner, and we said, "Hi, you got any sofa beds?" And he was like, "Yes, one."
It's mine.
I live here now.
He was wearing like Wee Willie Winky pajamas. What's Wee Willie Winky all about?
He runs through town.
Mr. William Winky.
He's grown up now. It's been a few years, isn't it? He hates that moniker.
Mr. Winky.
What do you think he's like one of those adults that keeps his like nickname? So he's like William Wee
William Willie Winky.
William Wee Winky.
Imagine
Keep that as a moniker.
That's unlucky, isn't it? Having your name and surname is both like names for a cock.
Cock, yeah.
Isn't that?
Poor guy.
You know, like sorry.
William.
Yeah, like Mr. Knob Johnson.
Is William another?
Willie.
Willie.
It's Willie out.
Oh, I don't know. I'd never.
Suck my Willie.
I think like Fresh Prince called himself Big Willie style.
Willie Nelson.
Wait, yeah, Willie Nelson.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so.
William Nelsonson.
Never really thought about it.
Willie the Conqueror. His mates.
Willie Shatner.
Yeah.
Willie and Pooh there.
Willie of Orange. Came during the Glorious Revolution.
Founded.
Other Willie Shakespeare. Other Williams.
Yeah. I can't think of any more. But if you know any more, write in. Yeah, like and subscribe, and we will see you next week for the Strange World of Gurney Slade. I've been Mark J. Winter. This is
Chris Woods.
Chris.
It's not as easy as it looks, is it?
Two names for him off.
Chris Willie Winky.
Chris Willie Winky, and we'll see you next week. Thanks very much for listening.
About to go have a-
Summertime come, well, talk about, get on the train when I